All right, week number 7. Here we go. So we're obviously having the virtual classroom tonight, and then we're going to go into learning activity 1, which is homework partner call, and then you're going to dig into transference. So an example from today, I had a client, actually a couple clients in my office, where I took on one of the roles of one of the clients in the office, and was able to step back and say, why am I feeling this? Have you ever felt this before when talking to this person? So that's the way I'll go after transference, is by saying, or knowing myself enough that I typically lean towards people, and that when I'm feeling like leaning against fighting against or leaning away, or ambivalent, that's not me. Usually it's leaning towards. So you'll just, as you know yourself well enough, you'll be able to tell when you're in the transference and when you're not. And they'll start relating to you differently. They'll be defensive, or they'll be shy. They won't want to tell you different parts of them. And so you just notice, hey, this is something that's happening inside of me. I'm wondering if you ever had somebody in your past that felt these things, or that you might have thought felt these things. And then it just will typically lead into pretty good work, and sometimes it doesn't. So you can use Masterson or Kernberg also. If you don't want to do a peer-reviewed article, read up on a good source of Kernberg and a good source of Masterson. They both have excellent work with transference. McWilliams also has a section at the end of every personality disorder. And then learning activity 2 is working with specific populations, and it's just the typical post. So that one will be very good, especially if you're working in diverse areas, because there are distinct differences in how bonding, boundaries, reality, and competence are treated in each culture. And so how you use that in a group will be different. So they will not go into the character stuff, obviously, in the Jacobs book, but you can tease that out. So I would love for you to tie in the character structure into your posts for learning activity 2. Learning activity number 3, counseling and therapy in groups. So it's the different ways of doing therapy in group, which is ironic because I feel like we've been learning about that the entire time. And then member selection. So remember, my criteria is self-contained, have empathy, and don't have any organicity that's not treated. So like bipolar, schizophrenia, unless it's specifically for that type of illness. So, and then learning activity 4 is the finalizing your big elephant project. You're just gonna basically do the marketing piece, and then also the 1 to 2 page paper, or 1 to 2 page sheet that you'll hand to your supervisor, me, after you present your case for offering your group. Create a 1-page document on how you'll select and screen potential group members, and then finalize your outline, and then you turn it all in. So, all right, I'm ready to do week 7 with you guys. Great stuff so far.